Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the KadinNation podcast. That sounds really weird to say. All right, so pretty much all of you watching this are going to be so confused because you're probably be wondering, Kadin, why do you have a podcast and where are the first two episodes? Which they are public. You can go find them. I do have a playlist I just put out, so yeah, you can go check those out. But basically, a short explanation is I used to do this podcast a couple years ago. Actually, yeah, a few years ago now. Back in 2018, late 2018, where I just kind of talked about stuff that I just kind of wanted to elaborate more on than I really could in videos, because, time constraints, and I don't want to sit there talking about something so minor for half an hour when I could on a podcast and people would actually watch it compared to like this when I get their quick scoop in for the news or whatever I'm talking about. So that's why. But yeah, I enjoyed doing it, but of course I only did 2 episodes, and that was mostly just because and I did in late 2018. I kind of got distracted by other things, and also I did have another podcast I was running at the time with my grandpa, and we still are technically running, but it's not active, and that is a Kid and His Grandpa podcast, which you can check that out if you want. I really love the podcast, and we are going to be bringing it back, so yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, so I didn't really have a reason to keep doing it just because I had another podcast going on. If I want to talk about something in that, I just could. And I wasn't doing a lot of videos at the time. I was doing some streams, some videos occasionally, but not a whole bunch. Compared to in 2018 and last year, 2020. I did a lot. 2020 was obviously mostly my most consistent year on YouTube. I put out so many videos that I'm so proud of. It might be my favorite year on YouTube, even though the year itself was pretty crazy. Yeah. So, I didn't have a reason to keep it going, and I kind of just unofficially just forgot about it, I would say. I just thought about it the other day, and I was like, oh yeah, you know what? Let's do a video. Let's do another podcast. Why not, It's a fun thing for me to do. There's stuff I want to talk about that I just didn't elaborate as a whole bunch, as much as I could in videos that I really wanted to. And just other stuff that I really wanted to talk about, but I don't have the time to make it a whole video, because seriously, making an entire video does take a while. I know it might not seem like it. Maybe you can do one 10 times faster than me, but I take time. I'm a perfectionist, and I really, really like to make sure my videos are the best they could be, in my opinion. You might think they're trash, but I personally think they're pretty damn good. They're pretty fire, Not the best on YouTube, but pretty good. I do my best. So, sometimes literally the most minor things, like literally I don't know, like my merch announcement. That took forever. That took like half an hour just to record like a 5-minute video, just because I want to make sure it was perfect, the best it could be. So I don't upload as much as I could be. I literally could upload a few videos a day if I wanted to, but I care more about quality over quantity, and a podcast is the same thing. I don't put one out every day, but I get to talk about things longer in them, and you get to chill, sit back, and you know what you're looking for. And a short little 5-10 minute video, you don't want to have me ramble on and on about Eminem's kart racing. So yeah, it's a fun little thing for me to do, and I really enjoy it, and that's why I'm really excited to start doing it. So yeah, I think that was enough of an intro. This podcast is of course sponsored by no one. I don't know. I just thought I'd put that in. All these podcasts are sponsored by like ExpressVPN, HelloFresh, MeUndies, Raid Shadow Legends. I don't think that's a podcast thing. But they're sponsored by a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not at the moment. If anyone wants to. Maybe. I'm not a sellout, but maybe if there's something actually cool. Maybe. But yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. That'd be a funny joke. Did it land very well? Kinda. But yeah. So, getting into it. Season 6 of Fortnite is coming very soon. Actually, under a day from this being out. I'm putting this video out on Monday. I'm actually recording it on Sunday, so, yeah, it's coming out in hours from now. And I am super excited. I am so excited for this new season of Fortnite. Like, seriously. I think saying that, I have to elaborate and say that Season 5, I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or not, or if it's just, common, but I think Season 5 was, well, I don't want to be objective here. Okay, fine. Season 5 was my personal favorite season, and the season that we needed for Fortnite after Season 4. Which Season 4 was not a bad season, but we just had crossovers. We had all this stuff. We need to go back to the Fortnite roots, the meme skins, all the other stuff, which, we did have, but, just Fortnite itself. Stuff they can sell toys of that aren't licensed stuff already. Stuff like that. And I think Season 5 was the perfect thing to go back to form. It was just awesome. It was so much fun at launch. We had the Fortnite Crew Pack, which I'm still subscribed to and will be for many months or possibly years to come, because I think the service itself is very nice. And the skins are very nice as well. Even though I've never heard them state that they're exclusive to the Crew Pack. You can prove me wrong with that, so I don't know if it's just, like an early time thing, which honestly I don't really mind because I'm paying $12. I'm getting around like $8 worth of V-Bucks, free battle pass every season, and a free skin set. So yeah, it doesn't really matter if you put it on the shop a few months later or a year later. I don't really care. I mean, that'd be cool, but hey, people might have missed out. And if they put some really cool skins out, I would like everyone to have them, obviously. I mean, it's just, it's cool. But yeah, so I did really like Season 5 at the start. I mean, I did a whole video talking about this, but I kind of want to elaborate more, especially on, just talking about, stuff I didn't in the video. I think I talked about NPCs quite enough, but I will just a little bit. My biggest wish and just hope for Season 6 is that we get NPCs again, because seriously, I think NPCs are one of the best additions this chapter. Like, seriously, that in Cars, just, they make the map feel so much more lively, because we always see all these loading screens. We see the gang or whatever, in the loading screens, which, I mean, we don't have loading screens anymore, but, we see, I don't know, characters at, like, Retail Row or at, I don't know, Tomato Town. They're hanging out, they're exploring, and we never see this in-game, really, because the island is just empty. It feels like a nuke town. It feels like a testing facility. And by Nuketown, yeah, I do mean kind of like the one in Black Ops, but also, like in Indiana Jones, the Crystal Skull, like that kind of Nuketown, just like a testing site. But at least they have dummies. We don't have anything. Like a, I don't know, like a Jonesy's thing here and there, but nothing really. And, yeah, I just, wanted the map to feel more lively. I've always wanted that. And I think that NPCs were one of the best additions, because even if they don't sell stuff, like for gold and all that, even if they scrap gold, I would still love to see them, just for them to, just chill. They make the place just feel more, they have more character. And the people themselves, the skins themselves, have characters. They're actual characters, because, they have aspirations, Like, for example, Tomato Head, his arch nemesis, Beef Boss, he wants to take down the competition. He wants Pizza Pit to be the best place in town. He wants it to be the best fast food place in town. It wants to get rid of everything in the way. He has personality. He has character. Other characters, too. I'm really too lazy to think about them off right now. But, some of them are just weird. Like, Fish Stick is just, I guess he's like Liberty, freeing fishes and stuff. But then there's just some straight up weird ones, and some scary ones, too. Bunker Jonesy is probably the most interesting one. I really had a fun time talking to him about Bigfoot and just, chemtrails. It was a fun conversation. So yeah, I did have a very fun time with NPCs this season, and I really hope they come back next season a lot. Maybe we can get new ones. Of course, we better get new ones. I like to have some of the old ones still. Like, of course, Fish Stick should still be at Fish Sticks if it's still a place. And, a few we can swap out here and there, but I would love to see some of the same stay and some new ones come. And just overall, a remix of new characters, a mix of the old ones from the past season, and I think that would be really, really fun. I personally love this edition. Let me know if you guys do too. Maybe I'm just kind of in the blank here, but I just think it makes the map feel way more lively and just way more awesome. I really love it. I think it's a really awesome feature, and especially the gold itself. It's cool that we can bring in stuff that's not in the regular loot pool into the loot pool by, being able to get it from, like, working hard, getting gold, doing quests, doing bounties, which bounties are really cool too. If there's something to do in the middle of the match when you have literally nothing to do and you're bored and you can't find anyone, and it gets you right in the action, which is awesome. I love that too. Yeah, I really love the addition of this. I think I've kind of went on enough about this. This is my third take of the podcast, Don't Ask Why. And actually, I'll just tell you why. One of the reasons was because I kind of went on a little too much about NPCs. So I'm just going to end it there. NPCs, great. Probably my favorite feature just because of the actual liveliness of the map. That's character. They add character. Actually makes me like the skins even more because they have character, their personalities a bit more, their aspirations, all of that. It's awesome. I really love it. So yeah. Other things I really love this season, crossovers. Now, I love crossovers, but I think we got a little bit too many of them in a way. I mean, the season was kind of built around crossovers in a way because it was all about getting, hunters. And I mean, you can make your own hunters, and they did for the Battle Pass. minus Predator and Mandalorian. But yeah, all the crossover skins, I will say, were cool. I liked them all. I think they were all very nice. My personal favorite might be the Street Fighter one, honestly. Street Fighter was really cool. That one, Chun-Li is just, that one's nice. The most interesting one, honestly, was probably The Walking Dead, just because it's kind of weird to think about how an R-rated show, which, I mean, we've had John Wick, but an R-rated show inside of Fortnite, and it was just interesting. I like the skins. I think they're nice, but personally, I don't know if I'm going to buy them right now. Michonne, she's really cool. I do like Michonne. She is a nice skin. I like her katana. I'd honestly get it either way. I really like the katana. Even if the skin was not... The katana was just that much, I might just buy it. It's cool. So, yeah, overall, the crossovers were nice. Master Chief and Kratos did get exclusive variants for playing on next gen, or current gen now, and I don't want to flex on you guys, seriously, but I have both. I haven't really said this a whole bunch in videos. I don't know why. I don't really want to just seem like I'm flexing, but I do own an Xbox Series X and a PlayStation 5, so I do, fortunately, have access to both, which I don't use them a whole bunch, you know. I rock Midas a lot, which I am right now. I'm actually in creative mode, working on my map a little bit whilst I'm doing this, you know, multitasking. But, yeah, I do really like them. They're nice skins, but I don't need to buy them. You know, they're skins that I respect and like, but I don't need to buy. That is one of them, just because, you know, I just don't feel like forking over the cash. But, yeah, there are cool skins. I do have to say, Walking Dead was top tier. It was top tier. I can't really say any low tier ones. I think Ant-Man was kind of a not strange. It makes sense, but why does he have to be a hunter? Why couldn't he just be in the item shop in the last season? Like, literally, we had a POI just dedicated to Ant-Man. I mean, I see why they used the whole quantum thing or whatever realm like he did, and why he wasn't in Infinity War. But come on, we could have just had him last season, and then we could have had Peter Griffin, obviously, for the last hunter. Seriously, him and Joe would have been perfect. Seriously, I'm gonna keep saying that. I really wanted to see Peter. Maybe next season. I would love to have seen Peter Griffin, his glider being the Peter Copter, and his backbling maybe being that, like Siamese twin, or that little Peter he had on his shoulder. Maybe it could just be, like, on his back. Maybe, like, one of those little fishy friends, you know? Like, he's, like, I don't know, hangs around. That would be really cool. I would honestly love that. Please add Peter next season. I'm a little tired of crossovers at the moment, a little burnt out, but if we got Peter Griffin, holy crap, that would be incredible. So yeah, I think the season overall, I mean, it was built over having crossovers in a way, but yeah, let's just have a break for a season. Like, please, we need to have, this was the closest, but we just need to have a regular battle pass, you know? We need to have just a regular battle pass. Just please, I just want to have one. I don't know why. I mean, it doesn't make that big of a difference. Mandalorian or not, it's still a good battle pass. You know, I mean, Mandalorian's an awesome skin. So yeah, it adds to it, but I don't know. I just want to have just one time without having one. You know, I want to have a secret skin that matters, you know? I think the only one that might have, was maybe Wolverine, because he jumped inside he just helped with Galactus. I mean, Deadpool had a yacht. Serana wasn't a crossover skin, but she was just there. Predator, yeah, he was there. He was really annoying to do. I had made a video about that, and it was very, very tedious. Lost my mind a little. But yeah, not very impactful versus Visitor, the Prisoner, the other one, Visitor Volta, what's his name, the Scientist, some of the other ones. Even the Enforcer had more than Deadpool. Like, seriously. He showed up in I guess Deadpool did too, but he showed up in the loading screens and stuff. And it was just cool to, you know, have some secret skins that you worked for, you know that they have a connection to the story. I mean, they don't. It's not like Deadpool and them don't, but not that much compared to, you know, some of the goodies. I mean, obviously, I think Deadpool and the crossover skins are definitely better secret skins overall, like, design-wise. Like, I mean, you can't be Deadpool. He's an awesome-looking skin. But he just doesn't have that much meaning to be a secret skin. Just make him, I don't know, just an item shop skin. Or just, like, another secret skin. Just have two. I want to have, you know, if we do need to have, like, a secret skin, just, like, if we need one. Like, I mean, we didn't really need one the past few seasons. We didn't need to have one, so, it's fine. But if we do, just kick a crossover to the curb. You just put him in the item shop, But yeah, so crossovers overall, I think were just a little too much. But I mean, to be fair, the season was kind of built over it again. So yeah, but I think next season, I would like to see just a regular battle pass. A few less crossovers, give people a break, give people a little breathe room, give some people a fresh breath of air, a breath of fresh air. There you go, a fresh air. That's perfect. Yeah, just like a breath of fresh air. Give us, just a battle pass without a singular crossover skin. Give us something. That'd be cool. And oh my god, the caffeine is making me crazy. 1 second. Alright boys, I am back. Sorry about that. I took a caffeine capsule before doing this, and honestly, I kind of regret it because it makes me a little bit too hyper, like even for my own liking, and yeah, it kind of just, like my heart was like, bah, 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 bah. It made me really irritable, so I just kind of had to have a breather for a second, I mean, caffeine's awesome, but sometimes it can just be a little too much, and honestly, just don't push yourself too much if you really don't need it. Like, sometimes you can just clutch it up without caffeine, Sometimes I have to go to work and I don't have any caffeine and I had like 5 hours of sleep and somehow I clutch it. So if I can, you probably can too. And I'm not very strong. Yeah, so, yeah. Anyways, back to it. Crossovers, I do admire them, but I think we get them a little too much. Especially this chapter. This was like the crossover chapter, And I already know we're going to be getting crossovers next season. Like, we already had confirmed the Batman one. And that one, I actually am very hyped for. Because we're getting more lore. And that, I love. And I just want to say, I already pre-ordered all of them. And it was not cheap. At all. It was pretty expensive, honestly. It costed a pretty penny. But I did it just so, I can get informed. I don't know if I'm really going to make any videos. I was about to say for you guys, but I don't think I'm going to be really making a video about this. I'm just going to read them, and if there's anything interesting, I might mention a podcast if I'm still doing this, because I think they're going to be huge. They said that they're going to have lore ties, it's canon, it's official. So anything that Batman does in the comics, it will happen in the game, which I just think is really cool, honestly. I love that idea, and I think overall this is going to be a very, very fun comic series, and I am just so hyped for it. I just want to say, too, that the comics themselves are pretty cheap, but the shipping was more expensive than all of them combined, because I had to pay, which I mean, it's fair, because I was paying for shipping for all of them, even though they're all releasing every fortnight, which every 2 weeks, if you didn't know, fortnight, 2 weeks, if you didn't know. So I had to pay for shipping for all of them, and that was around $18, and I mean, the comics themselves were like a few bucks a piece, so yeah, it was a little expensive compared to them themselves, but, I got them, I had to do it, and I know also you do get a skin with it, which is cool, but I'm mostly getting it for the lore. I do want the skin codes, they're cool, I mean, I'm excited, Harley Quinn, that one's cool. Armored Batman, we don't know what he looks like, but I'm assuming he'll be pretty cool at least, or decent. But I'm just so excited to see what's going to happen in these comics. Especially Batman versus Snake Eyes. That's interesting. That is, oh my god, I'm so wet just thinking about it. That is, ooh, I'm nerding out. That is cool. So we're going to have that in the comics. Fish Stick. Plenty of Fish Stick. Plenty of Cuddle Team Leader, I've heard. Perfect. The best comic series ever, especially with Fish Stick. You can never have enough Fish Stick. Seriously, that man is dripping in all the ladies. He needs a mop from all that wop he's getting. Seriously, I'm so excited. And all the covers are really cool too. They have like 3 different covers per comic, and that is cool. I'm not gonna be buying them all. I've done that for vinyl, and I've kind of regretted it because like my shelf is just filled up with the Weekend's After Hours album, because I have like literally like 5-6 different versions of it. I have the remixes. I have it signed. Yes, signed twice. I have a holographic version. I have the regular version. I have just a whole bunch of other ones, and I really didn't need this many. I mean, the album itself, it's a good album, but it's not my favorite of the year. I don't know why I have so many. So I really don't want to do that again with comics. I mean, they're a lot cheaper versus like $40 a vinyl. So I might do it eventually. If I see them in the if I see them in the comic stores, I might. But they're kind of hard to get a pre-order of. At least when I did it, because Man, they were selling out everywhere. I had them in my cart on Toy Wiz, and they were sold out already. Like when I was about to check out, at least the first one was. So I had to go somewhere else, Midtown Comics, and I got them there, which nice. So yeah, I'm excited, really excited, and that is the one crossover I am so hyped for. The other one would probably be Resident Evil 4 or just Resident Evil in general. I mean, we have Capcom skins already with Street Fighter. Can we just please get Leon from Resident Evil 4 or 2 or the new series coming out? Seriously, it would be perfect. I'm dying for a Leon, Claire, Chris, Jill, especially Jill. Oh my god, Jill. That would just be so cool. I'm nerding out. I really want to have a Resident Evil skin inside of Fortnite. Hey, I'll even take, what's her name? Alice from the movies. That would be freaking awesome. Any skin would be cool. Literally anything. I'll just take a... Actually, no, not a regular zombie. I could just literally put on, I don't know, one of the zombie soccer skins and say that's one. I just want something. Even a Tyrant. A Tyrant would be so cool. If we had Mr. X, Nemesis... Yeah, just so many. There's so many. I would love to have a whole Resident Evil collab. I'm gonna make a whole video or podcast just talking about what I would have for a collab for Resident Evil X Fortnite, because we have the game coming out, we have a show coming out, we have a new movie coming out. There's so much versus Tron. Like, seriously, I mean, Tron's cool, but there's way more for Resident Evil in the past few years than there's been Tron in this entire decade, or last decade, or this decade probably. So, I mean, I'm so excited for the future. I mean, if we get Walking Dead, John Wick, we can get Resident Evil. Seriously, I really hope we will. That would be so awesome. Let me know if you guys would want to see that. And let me know if you've ever even played Resident Evil. Besides 7 or 5, which, I mean, those are kind of like the ones that a lot of people played. And, I mean, they're not... Alright, I mean, they're not different. I mean, Resident Evil 7's basically just, you know, like the original one's been first person, you know? So, I mean, it's not really like a... I'm not one of those people who thinks, oh, normies ruin everything, or oh, normies, you know? I mean, technically, yeah, it's kind of a... It is kind of a normie thing to start with those. I mean, I kind of did in a way. Actually, no, I didn't. But, I mean, I did start getting into them a lot. Actually, no, that's not true either. But, I mean, I understand. I'm not that kind of person. I really don't give a crap where you started. But I'm just saying is that just let me know if you're excited for ones besides 7 and 5. You know, maybe 4, 3, 2. Of course, we can still be excited for 7. You know, I would love to have, I don't know, Ethan, Jack Baker. Those would be cool skins. I wouldn't mind having those. But I honestly prefer the original trilogy and the 4th. Not the 6th. But yeah, I would love to have those as crossovers. That would be just the best crossover ever, hands down. Hands down, inside of Fortnite would be a Resident, in my opinion, would be a Resident Evil one, just because of all the ideas they can do. That, Mortal Kombat, and just a whole bunch of stuff. There's a lot of ideas, seriously. But I would love to see a Resident Evil one, and it is honestly super likely due to Capcom already having skins in the game, and probably more to come, question mark. So yeah, I would love that. Moving on from crossovers, as I think we've talked a little bit too much about crossovers, back to Season 6, which is coming out later tonight. We do have a whole bunch of teasers. We have 2 as of me recording this. I know that there is a 3rd one probably out as I am uploading this, or hours as I'm uploading this, or before, or whatever, you know. There's another one. The last one's usually the best, so just insert my holy crap reaction right there, because it's probably a really cool one. I don't know, but the first 2 have been very nice. I like finally that, well, I mean, I'm sad for my boy, but Jonesy has kind of finally realized that, you know, taking so many people and bringing them in, you know, using the, you know, power of the 0.2 much is not good. And it is destabilizing fast. I need to stop. No, Brute. But yeah, it's destabilizing fast, and, yeah, Agent Jonesy's screwed, unless he finds some sort of fix. And it seems like there will be an event to maybe try to fix that, which, I mean, probably not. He'll probably fail, something crazy will happen, and then, boom, Season 6. Let's get into it. That's probably what will happen. Maybe he'll fix the problem. Maybe he'll just, I don't know, stop the problem for now, and then there'll be another event to face the problem later in that season. I'm not sure. But, yeah, whatever, I'm really psyched, and I really hope it's gonna be good. Like, seriously, I'm so excited. Honestly, with Fortnite's track record, with the past 2, I honestly think it will be. I really hope so. Fingers crossed. Because Season 4, I mean, okay, beginning of chapter 2 was fine. It was decent. But I have to say, I think that the later end of it has been the best because it really just brings me back to the personality and the charm of Fortnite. It just like the theme, and it just has that. I can't really describe it. Just that Fortnite feeling. It just feels like Fortnite, and it's just what I would expect of Chapter 2, and I'm really loving it. I think that the first 2 seasons had potential, but flopped. Season 3, it had the start of the Renaissance, and now 4 and 5 are that Renaissance, and I'm really hoping 6 is even better. It tops it, because that would be honestly amazing, and I'm so excited to see what comes. The teasers themselves are cool. Yeah, Jonesy screwed. He has attracted the 7, I believe. Yeah, I mean, he's been warned. I'm assuming the 7 are coming. I don't know if this is going to be the last season of this chapter. I mean, honestly, it could end after this one. They really could, or they could stretch it out for 4 more seasons. I'm fine either way, but if it has to end, just end it. Don't stretch it out if we really don't have to, I hate it when games stretch out just because, just to add more content or add just for some reason, Like, for example, Spider-Man Miles Morales was a short game, but it got to its point. It didn't need to be super, super long. It got what it needed to be done, and it was a good game. And I think, honestly, this chapter, I mean, it'll be a good chapter, but it could have been way better if they honestly just did more with it. And I'm just really hoping that next season is the best. I would love for that to happen. And maybe it'll be the ending. Maybe it'll be like the season X, the season VI. Who knows? And also, going into some theories I've heard, the VI skin, Vi, a part of the Fox clan, why is that skin called VI? Like 6? Like the Roman numeral for 6? Is she teasing something? That would be cool. Maybe, question mark. So yeah, we might be seeing more of her, or something like that. That would be cool. But that is a theory, a game theory, a Fortnite theory. But yeah, some other theories I did hear. One of my favorites is, we did see a loading screen of female Midas, which sometimes I just put them in, but I think female Midas might have more to do than just being a just female version of Midas. I heard a theory that she is, Midas is a snapshot of her, because we have like Jonesy. Has his snapshots on the island, with Bunker Jonesy, regular Jonesy, other Jonesies, he just has his snapshots, and maybe the female Midas, Marigold Midas, is her snapshot, and that's why he's creating the devices, it's like get out of that world, because he's having memories, because he's out of the loop, and he wants to, fully escape it. That would be interesting. Maybe, I heard a few other really interesting theories. Check out PlayStation Grenades video. He honestly had the best one. It blew my mind. There are so many possibilities now, and I'm just so excited. I have not been this excited for lore in Fortnite in a while. I think, honestly, this season is going to be the one that we've been waiting for lore-wise, and I am just so hyped for it. I'm trying not to get super hyped because it probably won't go up to everything I'm expecting, which I'm not expecting a lot. I literally just want some more story besides Galactus or Iron Man. Just, our characters, new characters, just Fortnite characters, just for a season, like the good old days, I would just like to see that just, again, we can have the crossover ones. If you want to have, I don't know, Burger King versus McDonald's as a crossover season, go for it. But can we just please have a regular one just, again, because it's been a while? That'd be cool. Thank you. So, I'm excited either way. Hey, I guess we technically are getting a crossover with Batman, but I don't think the Battle Pass will fully be that, like Season 4. Honestly, I would not mind to see a DC-themed Battle Pass in the future. Let me know if you guys wouldn't either. I think it'd be kind of cool, honestly. I would love that. We can get Superman, we can get Martian Manhunter, we can get Darkseid, we can get Apocalypse, we can get Wonder Woman, we can get a lot of stuff. That would actually be really cool. I would love that. Man, I would really love that, actually. So, I wouldn't mind that. Just give it a few seasons. Give it a chapter. Then maybe we can do that. Alright? Sounds good. Give it some breathing room, give it some, just some room. I'm really hyped either way. I think the teasers have been cool. And, an Easter egg, which is in the latest teaser that I've seen on Sunday, where Jonesy has been locked out of IO. I don't know. I think maybe he's been fired, but he's trying to get to file 8752, the 7. So yeah, the 7 probably are coming back. I forgot that he said that. So yeah, 7 definitely are coming back in some way, or at least being mentioned more. So yeah, the 7. And FN Assist News and Leaks on Twitter tweeted out that file 8752 is actually a hint, a code name, because 8 plus 7 plus 5 plus 2 equals 22, which in the comics, it has been confirmed with like the teaser for the Batman comics that that the loop, the time resets every 22 minutes. So yeah, that's something a little interesting there. I think it was just like a little, Easter egg, but hey, maybe it's intentional. Maybe they make their password that. Just like how some people make their passwords their birthdays. Why? Seriously? It's kind of like that. And you know what? Interesting. I wonder if that's, gonna be expanded on. I know it's gonna be in the comics, but, we'll have to see. But yeah, we got some stuff. Also, Mark Rain, is that his name? Mark Rain? The guy, he's on Twitter occasionally, he's a little bit of on the boomer side occasionally, but not all the time. Mark Rain, the VP of Epic, tweeted out, the word I would use to describe the upcoming season of Fortnite, Season 6, is, in one word, wild. Which he was responding to someone else who asked him what one word he would describe it as. And he said, wild. Now, of course, he's the VP. He's probably going to hype it up a lot more than any of us are, including me, because, that's his job, to be the VP, get some hype out of it. But, honestly, I think he might be right, because I can honestly see it. I mean, honestly, all of us can see that, because we've already gotten a lot of, like, Jonesy's screwed right now. I don't know what's going to happen. The 7, we're getting all these things. Yeah, something wild is going to happen. He definitely is right. So, yeah, I can see it. I'm excited. He did say this last time about, what was it, Season 8? And Season 8 was just kind of a chill season, but yeah, the ending was pretty damn wild, with Tilted be going bye-bye, Drum Gun coming back, the Unvaulting event, eventually leading to then the Devourer, then the 0 Point, and all of that. So yeah, I mean, yeah, he hasn't really totally missed in a way. So yeah, I'm excited. I have to go with him. Honestly, my first word to describe it is wild. Speaking of wild, before I started this podcast, before I started recording, I saw Travis Scott put out a tweet just simply saying Utopia, because that's the name of his upcoming album, and I saw it seconds, I think like 10 seconds after it came out, and I had one of the first comments. I just put smiley face, and I got like 600 likes in under a minute. It is ridiculous, and it keeps going up, and it's absolutely freaking me out, and I'm also super excited at the same time, and I have people asking me, why do I have so many likes for a smiley face? And I don't know. I really don't know. But hey, that's cool. And that is pretty wild. So yeah, one word I would use to describe that is wild. And it did kind of distract me for a little while. So yeah, Utopia coming soon. I'm honestly kind of excited. Let me know if you guys are too. Yeah. So, Season 6, coming soon. Utopia, coming soon. Batman crossover, coming soon. What else is coming soon? Okay, I've already made a whole video. Lego Star Wars and Resident Evil 8. Yeah, they're coming soon. That's all the stuff I'm really looking forward to in 2021. That's what's going to get me through the year, which, I mean, I know a lot of people said that 2020 was the worst year of their lives, and it was so bad. And I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of anyone. I mean, yeah, it sucked. It was bad. It was a crazy year. Me personally, I got through it fine. I'm used to going through crazy years. I mean, I've lived through some crazy ones, so I mean, it happens, It happens to the best of us. And it's nothing new. It's no rodeo for me, but it definitely did. I will say it did suck at parts, but I made it the best I can, because remember, I always say you only live once, and you got to make the best out of what you can, even if it sucks, which, yeah, there were a lot of parts that sucked in 2020. But hey, I wasn't really going out of the house a lot anyways. So that didn't really affect me, but people getting sick and dying just upsets me. I'm like an empath. It makes me really sad. So yeah, I hope for the best. If any of you are going through any struggle or know anyone who is dealing with the coronavirus or anything like that, COVID-19, I'm here for you. We all are. And honestly, I'm sorry deeply. I'm not trying to goof around, because I mean, I wasn't trying to about, me personally, it's not affecting me. I'm just fine, but not everyone is, and I just want to hope you guys keep those people in your thoughts and prayers, because, not everyone is as strong as you are, or, is in the best situation like you are, or maybe you aren't in the best situation, but just know you can get through it. We all do. We all can. We all have the, just ability to. You just gotta, do your best, make the best out of the worst, as I have done, and just turn into something fun. I mean, I spent all of 2020 making YouTube videos, a lot of 2020 at least, and the other half I spent, I don't even know what, just other stuff. And you know what? That made 2020 a really memorable year just for that alone. I'm going to remember 2020 for the year I really started to try to pop off on YouTube. And I might remember this year for that too, because hey, we've been popping off a bit too. Not as much, to be honest. And I don't want to turn this into a whining hour. But I did want to talk about this, as I wanted to tell someone about this. I wanted to vent about this. But and by the way, too, I really don't care about views as much as any other YouTuber out there. Like, yeah, views are cool, of course. Getting a lot of views is nice. But it's more of the statistical itself is just weird. That my videos have kind of just taken a nosedive this year versus last year. Actually, I can pinpoint it. It was mid-December last year, 2020, where my videos took a nosedive. My average views were around, 10, 20, 30 views. Sometimes it would go up to like a crap ton, and that was awesome. But hey, even 10, 20, 30 views was really awesome. I was stoked either way. But for some reason, after I made a few videos besides Fortnite, I think that's what it was. My content just kind of, I don't know, it just has not been pushed out really at all. I don't think, at least, or I just think people have lost interest in me, or just something. I'm not trying to make excuses. Honestly, it could just because people are bored of me, or, I don't know, YouTube's effing with me for, punishing me for switching it up and not playing Fortnite every day. I don't know. I'm not trying to act like I'm perfect. I'm not the perfect YouTuber. I'm nowhere near the perfect YouTuber. I'm not in the top 10. I'm not in the top 100. I'm not in the top 1,000 or 100,000. In my opinion, I think I'm a pretty decent YouTuber. I do my best, and I don't know. Just going off statistics, it's weird, because I look at my YouTube studio, and it is like an 800%, like, it looks like the freaking stock for, GameStop before the whole meme stocks thing. It's insane how weird my studio looks now, and I don't know why, honestly. So, I just appreciate all your guys' love and support, and if you're watching this whole thing, seriously, that is awesome. I know people say this, but legitimately, you are a legend. You are awesome, and I really, really appreciate you. So, yeah, little venting time over there. I don't want to be a whiner. I try not to be, but it's just a little strange. It just, statistically, is strange, because I look at the statistics, and it's strange. So, yeah, any support helps. But back to Fortnite, because, yeah, we like Fortnite. Other things that I want to see in Season 6 I can think of. I mean, of course, I want to see NPCs again, and some new ones, please. I want to see a nice battle pass. I want to see new weapons, which we've already been teased with, a new shotgun, which was already in, was in a couple teasers. The bow. It kind of looks like there's a bow. It looks like a spider, like the spider set. It kind of looks like that, like it would be like in that set, but like a bow. That's interesting. Other things I'd like to see, just more skins, more LTMs, maybe large team modes returning. If so, best season ever. Seriously, please, bring back large team modes. I don't want to make this entire podcast of me whining about that again, but yeah, I would love to see those. I would die if we got large team modes back. It has been 2 years. It has been 2 years. I am so sad. Seriously, when are we gonna get when are we gonna get 50s? When are we gonna get 30s? When are we gonna get teams of 20? When are we gonna get teams of 33? I love those modes. Let me know if you guys do too, because seriously, those were awesome, and I would love to see that. And also, actually too, I want to talk about this. The map. I'm thinking, alright, hear me out. Alright, 0 point, what's gonna happen? Alright, if, let's see, maybe the 0 point, let's say Jones, he's successful, delays the inevitable or completely stops it. I don't know, 0 point just, just goes back down or whatever the hell happens to 0 point. It's not in the middle of the map floating anymore. It goes back down. Maybe everything goes back with it. The desert's gone. Some of the other stuff's gone too. Maybe keep a few things like Flush Factory or Flushed Factory. Like, there's nothing there. Just leave it, honestly. Just leave that. Salty Towers, you can get rid of that if you want. A few things like that you can get rid of. But if you are going to keep this, like, I don't know, maybe the 0 point destabilizes completely and then it explodes. Alright, bring some more old spots back, bring some more new spots back, replace some spots, and overall just, add kind of like what we did this season, and like, boom. new places. Cool. Let's just have that some more. I love the new POIs. I love the POIs in general, because seriously, before, we had a huge lack, and with the delays, I understood what they were doing. They're trying to make it like the old seasons, we're trying to, have like a just more planes and stuff, but when the season is longer than like 3 seasons combined, then yeah, it gets a little tiring of having that same map. But now we are having shorter seasons in different maps every season. We have Stark Industries, which was awesome. Now we have a whole desert, which is awesome. There's so many ideas I have. It is just limitless, especially if the 0 point destabilizes. That'd be cool. Battle Pass. I can't really think of what they could add. Maybe like a Jonesy snapshot. Maybe Agent Jonesy himself as tier 100. Things with like that, though, it kind of bothers me, is because he is so important to the Fortnite storyline. It kind of stinks to just have him as a tier 100 or a tier 1 or something like that, because then what if people, get introduced later and they want to, play as him? They can't because they missed out. I don't like that. Just like with Iron Man. I think he's cool, but people love Iron Man. And what if someone missed out on that season? Like mobile players who were locked out and just other things? Yeah, no. I think stuff like that should not be in a Battle Pass, just because it kind of just... it kind of takes away from that, the story, because you can't play as... I mean, Visitor, technically, yeah, you can't play as Visitor. Or really any of the other 7. They're all limited or just gone. The female one, man, I forgot about her. I have her. Oh my god. Maybe we'll get a 7. Maybe it'll be the secret skin. That'd be cool. One of the 7. Seriously, maybe... Oh, man. I wonder what's under their masks. Are they just, like, regular people? Maybe they're, like, defectors of IO. Maybe they're freaking aliens? I mean, they technically kind of are already, but, like, are they, like, human-looking? Are they alien-looking? I would love to see, honestly. There are theories that Singularity is one of the 7, so if she is, then maybe they're just human. Maybe they're a mix of different people. Like, maybe there's, like, I don't know. Just like Fish Stick's one of the 7, who knows? People who are in or out of the loop, or have escaped the loop, or a snapshot of them have, who knows? Look, again, the possibilities are endless. Also, maybe we'll find out who the leader of IO is, as we've only just heard her as Ma'am. At first, I thought it was Singularity, because she was in, like, the vault and stuff. But I'm kind of thinking maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. I could see it, but maybe someone had a good point. Maybe it's Ramirez, because Ramirez, of course, people have their snapshots, and who's more iconic besides Jonesy is Ramirez? Like, seriously. She's one of the main... She probably is, like, the main character in Save the World, technically, besides Ray and some of them. So, it would make sense if she was the snapshot of, she was the snapshot in the leader of IO. That would be cool. I would like that. Who else could it be? A female Midas, and Midas is just like a snapshot of her. That's why he's so self-aware of everything. That's an interesting theory. There are a whole bunch. I just can't think of them off the bat, but there are some really good ones. And seriously, check out PlayStation Grenades video, because I am loving some of these theories. I'm digging them, and I'm just... The lore is the thing I'm most excited for. I'm really excited for gameplay. I'm really excited just for the casual play, because I think Season 5 was also a very casually fun season. Me and the fam played, me and my cousin played a lot. We do it a lot, we chilled. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Just because it wasn't super sweaty compared to other seasons, and just the squad's fill was so chill, and the LTM rotation was so chill, and the matchmaking and creative was so chill. Just everything. And you had so many options of things to do. And I'm really hoping that this season expands on that. We'll get more LTMs, more old ones coming back, and just overall more stuff. Because seriously, that is just so cool, and it's one of my favorite things. I mean, skins are cool, battle passes are cool, lore is cool, but I love the change of modes. That's one of my favorite, probably my favorite thing besides all that. I love that, and I'm really hoping that we'll get some more of that soon. Seriously, maybe a large team mode, something. I mean, the Marvel one was really fun. I loved all of those, like, large team Marvel modes. Something like that again. That would be cool. Oh my god, that would be so cool. I would love that, honestly. Something to change it up. Maybe we'll have, like, man, I don't know. We do have that teaser of those red eyes, and shh. So who knows who that is. Really excited. Oh my god, there's just so much to look forward to. And I don't want to keep hyping this up and be, oh my god, I'm so excited. I don't think it's going to be the best season ever, or maybe even the best season of this chapter. I think it's going to be a good season. Honestly, it'll be fun. This season was fun. If we can literally just do the same thing, maybe like 10% better, it'll be a good season. So that's just what I'm hoping for. This season again, but 10% better or more. Hey, you're welcome to go 100% better or 1,000% better. Who cares? Go as far as you want. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I am just so looking forward to it. Let me know if you guys are too. Other things, as I've already said, Lego Star Wars, Resident Evil Village. I'm really looking forward to those. Lego Star Wars is pretty close. It's not very far away. And Dippy told me that he's getting his ship. That he bought the Mandalorian set, and apparently there's a code or something he can use that in the game. That's interesting. Very interesting, honestly. So yeah, that's a thing apparently. The more you know. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to talk about for the hype for season 6. I don't know, honestly. I think everything is fine how it is. I've really enjoyed this season, and I think if we just do this sort of, vibe again, just, bit better, that would be awesome. I'm fine with just that, honestly. Or if you want to change it up and make it even better, hey, that's welcome too. I'm fine either way. Either thing is fine for me. Either thing's fine for me, seriously. Alright. Anything else to talk about before I wrap this up? It has been a long episode. Well, a long episode, 46 minutes compared to some, like Joe Rogan Experience has been, God, how long have some of those been? Pretty long. But for this, yeah, it's a pretty decently long episode, I'm no Joe Rogan yet. Maybe soon. What else? Is there anything to talk about? Not sure. I think that will be about it, honestly. Closing things, season 5, it was fun. Season 6, looking forward to it. Looking forward to a lot of stuff this year. And overall, I think 2021 will be a great year. And I hope you all have been enjoying the content so far, as I sure have been myself. And I'm really liking doing podcasts. I'll think of some other stuff for next time. And remember, this podcast is more than just Fortnite. I can go an entire podcast just talking about M&M's kart racing. Either thing is welcome, honestly. I don't care. Seriously, either thing. I'll make a 47-minute long video just me talking about M&M's car racing. I could start now if you want. Like, seriously, either one works for me. I just want to talk about some stuff, sit back, meme around on Fortnite, and just chill, not have to edit a whole bunch, and just, chat with you guys. It feels, I mean, you guys aren't talking with me, but it feels, like the boys talking, I'm talking, being sort of, just non-cutty, talking, rambling if I want to, just having fun. And that's what I like about YouTube. And this podcast is a great way for me to show that, so I hope you all look forward to more podcasts. I probably will do another one soon, maybe a week after Season 6. And stay tuned, because I will be making a Season 6 video soon. I probably will be doing a reaction tomorrow to the event, maybe the Battle Pass. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. Either way, that's going to be about it. And also, that event's going to be interesting because it is a solo event, and I've been asked about it. It's going to be a solo event, and you can literally watch it whenever you want, which is awesome. I love that idea. The past 2 seasons, they have done great jobs with the events. Galactus was great because it transitioned into the next season. They didn't have to have some stupid cliffhanger, like, oh, an iceberg's coming towards the map. Or, oh my god, water's coming towards the map. It's gonna flood soon. And then you don't even see, anything pay off. You just, oh, it flooded. You didn't see it, but it happened. But now, we get to witness the chaos and then, ends on a cliffhanger. That's perfectly fine. And this one's gonna, go right into it. So it's not even really a cliffhanger. You're going right into the action. That's awesome. I'm super excited. Cannot wait to play as Agent Jones. And I'm overall super hyped. Hope you guys are too. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, I'm gonna head out. Hope you all enjoyed this podcast. Stay tuned for more. Stay tuned for more videos. And yeah, I'll see you all later. I might have been a little bit too rambly. Again, caffeine pills are a little bit too much. My heart's beating fast. Can't relax. I'm gonna go, guys. Love ya. See you later. Have a good one.